Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is Let's Play Trails of Cold Steel 3 Part 80. In the previous video we came to the beach and fought the monster. You may notice the monster's dead. That's because I beat it off screen. Well, I was recording and we're going to cut to the recording now. Now, have you cut future me? Have you cut? Did you cut to the video? Could you cut to the fast forward? Have you done it? Okay. We're gonna assume that's done now. I don't know, I'm trying to decide. Do I want to get into like the nitty gritty of why I think that fight is an affront to the very concept of game design? Or do we just want to gloss over it, say it's bad, and move on? It's really, really bad. It's the worst fight in the game so far. Like, easily, I think. I mean, some of the Magic Knight fights are really bad too. I mean, like, just the idea behind it fucking sucks, right? Like the way his pounce will one-shot any character unless you stack max HP, but if you stack max HP then you can't counter statuses, so then you die that way. It's awful. Like, it's just simply awful, and only one character gets to have mana. Only the character that gets cannon as their main courts can have mana. Everyone else is on 0 mana the entire time. It's another fight where Magic Reflect is like literally fucking required, which has just gotten really old and tiresome. Because I mean, that was like what I was already kind of annoyed with that in the CS2 difficulty mob, where like literally every fight was like, use Magic Reflect or you lose. And there's no real like way around it. It's not even like how S-crafts are like, yes, craft guard like nullifies the effect and makes them like not even scary in the slightest, but there are ways around it. There's like no way to do these fights without Magic Reflect. It is so fucking required, and it's a little annoying to have like every fight be like spam Magic Reflect or you lose. Now, it's only like it's really only the second fight I think Magic Reflect is required for in this game. The other was the plant monster. But it's just like kind of annoying, I guess. That it's just like it's such a narrow strategy, because it's basically just have someone with Crescent Mirror and they need to have cannon so that they can spam it. And then you have to hope that he does Super Absorb because it gives you 50 CP on everyone and all your mana back. But if he uses his regular ice AoE attack, then GG uninstall. Didn't exactly go down easy. Like, I mean, the successful run was, like, very smooth. Like, we got lucky with the breaks and were able to do a ton of damage during the breaks. But, like, even the way his enchants works, I almost said overcharge again, where it's either, okay, he gets to cast his AoE spell and one-shot you, but if you cancel it, then he will just cast Tur All, and you can't interrupt it because it's an instant cast, and he gets to heal for 10k. So it's either you accept just the hell of trying to res people, like, through his big AoE magic attack, because you can't survive it, unless you have magic reflect up, which is like, you know, 50-50 coin flip half the time, whether it's going to be up or not. Or he just heals for, like, literally half his HP. It's such a bad fight. Jeez, it's a real shame that monster had to show up and ruin a perfectly good beach. So close to the city, too. And then, like, the way his pounce attack works is really random, where, like, it'll sometimes hit you when you're not in the AoE. It's just super obnoxious, the whole thing. When I was young, it was well kept and people were able to swim undisturbed. But since the Civil War, it seems that maintenance has fallen by the wayside. And then, like, your casters are... I mean, we didn't really... I tried to use Muse at one point, because I'd forgotten that, because I was gonna try and do, like, poison. I was like, we could spam Ivy Nail or something, and then just, like, focus purely on healing and have him tick down like that. That shit doesn't fucking work. Because you run out of mana. Unless you have cannon... Because, like, you only have cannon on one character, and you need the mana regen. But anytime he uses his Super Absorb, he takes like 300 EP from you. So you're just constantly bone fucking dry. Oh, God. And plus, they have such low max HP that they can't survive through the constant AoE hell. Because he has 2 different attacks that hit the entire screen for massive damage. And you have to dedicate both of your slots to status stuff. I mean, technically, you only have to have anti-freeze because Pounce one-shots anyone but Ash anyway. Like, Reen and Kurt can live through it if you have Iron Will up and they are at absolute max HP. And sometimes he can still one-shot you through that because reasons. Just everything about the fight is awful. Oh, I'm fine. And really, it's another one where, like, if he didn't have complete status resistance, or, like, stat down, if it was, like, 100% stat down chance, the fight would be super manageable. And, like, actually mostly fun, because it would kind of have those, like, he would be controllable in the sense that you can, once you stat him down and your speed is up, you get a ton of actions to, like, recover, and it's not just, like, constant, like, you know, him AoEing your guys as soon as they respawn. But because you can't consistently lower his speed is just constantly jacked, because it's like, it's not even worth trying to go for speed downs, because it's only a 50% chance base. It's just not worth it. Yeah, it's almost noon now, so let's head back to town. Especially since, like, he has both the Pounce attack, which one-shots you if it hits you, unless you're Ash, or any other character that stacks HP. But he also has a bunch of AoE stuff, so you can't even stack up and heal through the AoE because Pounce will one-shot you completely, even through Iron.
Oh, I see fish in the water.
It's insane.
Locked and loaded.
And we actually have upgraded armor on everyone too, and you're still getting one-shot through Iron Will by this attack. I mean, it's fucking baffling.
There! I got one?
Are you insane?
Nice!
How is that a good? There was so much gold there.
Check it out!
I mean, that's decent.
There!
Didn't pay for the fishing.
I got one?
Bait at least.
Nice! Check it out!
How many fish do we have? Like out of our total?
I got one?
Oh, that's a
Nice!
borderline right there. Man, it is crazy how much easier fishing is with the upgrade. Like, it's like super simple now. Like, I mean, you just hold X basically, and you can't lose.
Pretty good, huh?
Wow, you didn't even beat Kurt. We have 19 of 25. That's crazy. I'm surprised we have that many fish already. Because I haven't even been fishing. We've probably missed a couple of fish too, so we probably have like higher. I don't think that necessarily means we're like close to the end of the game or nothing, but that might. Oh, here's maybe our last shell. But I guess it means that maybe like the latter half of the game is just spent in old areas. Maybe. I spy with my eyes something. A flawless jade shell? Is that what we're looking for? Wait, this is amazing. It's like 3 times bigger than the first one. Jade shellfish live a long life and continue to grow until their death. Their longevity is part of why they're used for celebrations. Judging from its size, I'd say this one lived for about 100 years. 100 years, so they can even outlive people. I can't imagine anyone can find fault with a shell like this. Let's get you guys found one you're satisfied with. Let's head back to the factory then. Can I tell the old man to shove it and sell it for money?
Yeah!
Because I could probably get more from it.
Strike!
More from
Let's
it
fall,
selling
keep
it
moving.
than I could giving it to the old man. I did make a slight change to the ordinance. I just gave Kurt Scorpio and Scald. I just like want him to always be able to break people, I think. I think that's the way we're going. Yeah, and Oberon is like, I don't know. Oh yeah, I gave you cats. It didn't, I don't think it ever procced a single time. But, because I mean, I was just having such an issue with like, Yuna just kept fucking dying. And then I did give her this, because I just accepted, because I think I did have anti-phage on her for a while. But then it's like, there's no point, because she dies, she gets one shot anyway. Well, no, we just had that speed thing on her. And it was just more important to let her be able to, not fucking die. I guess we can re-equip it now. Oh, I should have changed this. Because we actually had a red emblem, but it was on Muse. Because I thought we had another one, but I didn't think to check their equipment. I guess you can keep that for now. Yeah, I don't think the 100 defense is actually any good at all. Like, I think 700 HP is more than 100 defense. I don't have any math to back it up, it's just like a gut feeling. Can you take the headband and... Doesn't really matter. That's fine. But man, just I mean, like, I kind of hate how like smooth the win was, because I don't feel like it validates how hell. I mean, because I mean, just like the like that one that we did last video, where I can't believe I'm still talking about this, but you know, when he healed for 50%, and I was like, I didn't rage quit. I mean, I kept playing for like another 15 minutes, and after 15 minutes, I think he healed for again, like for 30%. Like, it wasn't a 50%, but it was like after 15 minutes, I had done like basically, I think he'd healed for a couple thousand HP, and it was just suffering, because anytime you would try and res with Thalos, which half the time you wouldn't even have the mana to do it in the first place, he just one-shots them because of his fucking AoE attack. And I don't really like the full screen AoE stuff. Like, I think it's a necessary evil in some regard, because otherwise fights can be like too easily cheesed by like four corners res strats, where like if they don't have an attack that hits the entire screen, then they can't kill you before you can res it faster. So like I kind of understand, like I think enemies should occasionally be able to hit the entire screen at once, but like they shouldn't just be able to like spam it over and over and then have 2 different attacks that hit the entire screen, so they're like twice as likely to use it. What? Quiet. Get down. Bro, don't even fucking come up to me, Mr. Jaeger, alright? We're not playing around. What gives? I hear movement, multiple people. They're not civilians. Listen closely, they're trained. Soldiers in here with so few people? So close to Ortis? Surprised you noticed, Ash. What, you thought you were the only one who picks up on this stuff? This is just what the Brigadier General's advisory pointed us to. We need to get to the bottom of this. Can you all keep up? Of course. Who do you think you're talking to? I'll give this my all. Shall we then? It should be around those hills, a side road off the coastal road. And another issue...
Something is close by. Don't make any sudden movements.
Yes, sir.
With the attacks that hit the entire screen is it just makes like Altina. I mean, I think Altina's already in Shrug City, but like her max HP being so fucking low makes her so bad. Like it hurts her more than anything. Because I mean, I think she's like straight up unusable in fights like that.
They're on the move. Let's follow them.
Because like you can somewhat compensate it with HP from accessories, but the issue there is that then you're missing out on status resistance or just other useful accessories. I don't know. I mean, Altina's kind of got the same problem Millium does, where they're built around having like a higher base defense, but that just doesn't... That's not as good as just having better max HP or higher base HP.
Yeah!
Where, because like Millium was like honestly kind of like she
Confirmed
felt so much
targets are on the
worse
move. They should be just beyond here.
than most of your
20
other
arch from
characters.
targets. Take care.
Now who could they be?
Like, guys, we're trying to talk. I'm trying to bitch, okay? But just let me do it. Because, like, Millium just felt, like, so hard to use in CS1 and 2. Well, I felt like she was a little bit better in 2. I don't really know why, but I just felt like using her in 1 was suffering because she just had no HP. And we have some CP. We don't really have any on Yuno, which isn't that big a deal. Depending. At least we have Chrono Break now, so we're not like as reliant on her to lower speed. If it's a fight where that's a thing. Also, yeah, change. So Jaegers. What do Jaegers usually do? It's usually a lot of feint and delay. We have some anti-delay. I don't know. Oh wait, do I still have cats equipped on you? I don't want that. Or Kate's cat? I don't know. I mean, there's a cat on it. I had Zephyr on you previously, and I mean, I think Zephyr's fine. You get a free chrono drive out of it, which is the main reason I have it equipped. Because, I mean, Sophia's a much better effect, but it does mean that we would then have to equip chrono drive separately. I'm gonna give you Crescent Mirror again and hope it works. I wonder if you do... I wish I had something that gave like HP and Thalos. I don't know, because Thalos is like such an important spell. And I don't feel comfortable not having it on everyone. There. But I do feel like Reen needs more max HP. What do we do, instructor? This is your training taught you. Cover the exits. Altina, Ash, think you can circle around? Understood. Done and done. They really don't notice us walking up. What did you learn about the dragon's formation? I was like reading his name and I was like, the purple dragon, what? Just as we thought, hardly any guard around the detours. We can get behind them and take the area to the southwest. We should be able to take them out with a surprise attack. Sure would suck if you guys were to get surprise attack. Do I get the advantage here? If these motherfuckers still go before me and they fight? What the? A bunch of kids? What the? Like, I should get like 30 turns in a row because this is an ambush fight. That's the way it works when they ambush me. Is they get like 45 turns in a row. Is this payback for that bullshit CS2 fight? Where the Jaegers do the back attack on you and get like 30 turns in a row and it's absolute hell? Please do not move. Gotta watch your back, man. Women and children. Wait, those uniforms. You're the students, aren't you? Why do you have that puppet? For Class 7 Special Operations of Thor's Military Academy's branch campus. We noticed your suspicious activity while on our patrol. Care to explain yourselves? Green Schwarzer! The Ashen Chevalier himself. What the hell are you doing here? They certainly seem like professionals, in a way. Yeah, it seems like they got a bone to pick with me. On the contrary, we don't have anything against you. You can even say we're grateful to you in a sense. What? As long as you stand with the Empire, we can't allow you to get in our way. You stand against us, we'll take you to... That's kind of interesting. I can't think of... And we've clashed with Jaegers. So, I mean, like, Jaeger's the Rena's fault. I mean, there's, like, the Bugbear, which is, like, not a real Jaeger group. And then mainly it was just the Northern Jaegers, right? I don't even think they fought, like Ouroboros' Jaegers yet. Taurus confirmed his Jaegers. Begin suppressive maneuvers. Combat links on. Watch out for counter. I mean, I should get 30 turns in a row.
This one's strong. Be careful.
They give you an advantage at least. Unfortunately, it doesn't actually do anything.
Let's go. Form a Iron Will formation.
Oh, come on, man. Can you double perfectly through the needle? Alright, let's just chill then. I should have checked your status.
Yeah. My turn.
Okay, you're immune to stat down. Can be poisoned. Poison is definitely, I don't know. It's kind of fallen off. I mean, it's still good, but...
My turn.
I mean, unfortunately, it sucks that this is magic-based.
It's down.
It's mine!
There. Not today.
Yuna, I really need you to go faster, girl. Like, you've got too much damn speed to be this slow.
My turn. Hey, you! Rest in peace! Take it! That was foolish. There!
I mean, that's just, like, not a good start. We can't afford for Yuna to be, like...
I'll handle it. Leave it to me.
Like, we can't afford for them to get, like, 30 actions before
turn.
Yuna gets to go.
Take that!
I let my depleted. I'm sorry.
Which is our... I think, technically, Kurt has slightly... I think they have the same speed, but... Like, see, this is much better.
Not on my watch! It's my turn!
Kind of.
Crimson Slash!
Yeah, you did lower strength.
It's
which
my
is
turn.
Pretty lucky.
Set Striker!
Form a Iron Will
All right.
formation!
Green. God damn it, man. Why are you so bad?
Thank you. Thanks. Let's go. My turn. Let's go. Strike. Take that. Thank you. My turn.
Man, I got 100K. They have different stat resistances? No, they're all the same, looks like. I mean, seal and stuff would be kind of good here. Like, if we could get them, like, kind of grouped up and then just, like, blast them with, Brave Smashes and whatever, Tempest, whatever. And what was their Nightmare? Because I know we got a Nightmare last time. It's pretty... you could also Death Blow. Could just keep using, dude's S-Craft until you one-shot one of them. I mean, I don't think we're going to be able to recover.
Arcus, activate! Thanks. Oh, damn it! Wait!
What?
Yeah! An opening! Now.
Now just get a four times kill.
Done with you. Yeah!
A 4x. I think the percentage chance of it's very small.
Sweet dreams.
I mean, Ash's ult is probably the coolest, or one of the coolest.
Let's go.
I mean, you got a confusion. I mean, you kind of well, let's blade dance up first.
My turn. Very well.
I mean, I kind of hate Evan cresting here because it doesn't
Let's
really.
go. Evan
My
Crest.
turn.
It feels bad, but it's also like our only real shot.
Nuh-uh.
Take that.
Oh, they are so damn fast.
There.
Here I go.
Okay, Evan Crest is still in play.
Arcus, activate.
So we'll get the heal.
Take that. Let's go.
It's another, like, yeah, you can Spirit Unification, but, like, then what? Do a regular auto attack? Wow. I think the triple helix is probably better. Even though it does like that your strength isn't buffed. I don't know. But you know, actually, let's try Spirit Unification.
Spirit Unification! It's my turn.
Only because you get the free crit here.
It's down! It's mine! Thanks. There! Damn it! Let's go. Form up! Iron Will formation!
Some seals would be great.
An opening!
I didn't see any.
It's my turn.
Maybe we did seal. They didn't attack. Triple helix. We could try and save for the Gale. We break you? Unlikely. Well, we could sledgehammer. I feel like it's super risky. Because it's like we could follow up with S-Crafts and that would probably break, but then we're kind of breaking for like nothing. Like we're not getting any follow-up. I mean, this is a guaranteed crit. So since it's a...
It's my turn.
I'm doing that more for the heal than anything, just because Yuna's kind of low. Honestly, I think we keep you asleep. I think that's probably better. If I could hit you two, because you're fairly close to death. relatively speaking. Now, you're both pretty low. What's sleep? Sleep's actually pretty good here. 60% chance of sleep. 50% chance of faint. Or we could get a triple. I think we're just gonna do this.
Roar! Healing strike! It's down! It's mine!
Oh, this is bad. This is really bad.
Take this!
Good dodge.
It's down! It's mine!
But I mean, they're so damn fast.
Now.
Like, I mean, we need some statuses. We got one seal. Oh, and now they're healing. You impeded. How much is this heal for? Oh, the adamantine shield. 7K.
Sorry, everyone. Take that!
What we really need to do,
Now.
I think, is we just Evan Crest at the start and try and get double speed buffs.
For real?
I'll handle it. Leave it to me.
Because the main
I
issue
shall go.
here is that we don't do any, like, they're so damn fast. I think Sapphire Rain can hit them to both.
Charging. I'm going. Let's go. Evan Crest. I'm going. Heal our wounds.
Thanks.
Sapphire Rain.
There! Take that! There!
Why? Now. I left my depleted. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, this doesn't, I mean, we did okay.
Take that! Sorry, everyone.
I'm glad that we still haven't learned how to do a fight that doesn't have infinite healing.
Take that! Damn it!
Like, we just need a start that's, like, not garbage.
Everyone.
Now.
Like this, low-key, kind of fucking ass.
That was foolish. My turn. Yeah! For real?
I'll handle it. Leave it to me. Now. Yes.
Like, it would have been kind of nice if they, I mean, I know it says you have an advantage,
Guard down.
but it would be nice if you actually, like, got to go first from your character with 120
I'm
speed.
sorry.
Oh, wow, look at that. What a concept. We're getting to go first on our character with 120 speed. With the advantage.
Let's go. Evan Crest. Nuh-uh.
There!
And they are just
Let's
so
go.
damn fast.
It's my turn. Arcus activate.
Take that!
Okay, this is actually going to go pretty well.
Sure.
Because we will get to Iron
Form
Wall.
up! Iron Will formation!
We can cancel.
You're mine! Take that! Not today!
They still seem a little
Damn it.
fucking fast.
Now.
I can still fight! Spirit unification! I can't lose!
I mean, there's a slight issue where they're still way too damn fast.
Take that! Sorry, everyone. Let's go! That was foolish. My turn. Take that! Take that!
It does feel like universally the
I'll handle
fights
it. Leave
where
it to
enemies
me.
are immune to
My turn.
status
It's my turn.
or stat down are like universally the worst fights.
I let my guard down.
Because it really feels like the difficulty mod is designed around
Take that!
that ebb and
Danger
flow
level
of
high.
maintaining your own speed debuffs or
Strength
buffs
depleted.
while
I'm sorry.
debuffing the enemy, but then they have all these fights where like enemies are like, it's a complete crapshoot on whether or not you can keep them statted down. I don't know.
Watch out! This is a tough
Not
one!
in my way! Take that! Yeah! Let's go! Let's go! My turn! Form up! Iron Will formation!
I mean, they just do too much damn damage.
There!
It's mine!
Sorry, everyone. Take that!
Why? Now?
I mean, through Iron Will, man. They two-shot you through
My
Iron
turn.
Will. What am I supposed to do, man?
For real? There!
And you're so grouped up at the start.
That was foolish.
I'll handle it. Leave it to me. Now, I'm going.
I mean, magic could be kinda good here at least because of the
I let
AoE, but
Guard down.
Take that!
Strength depleted. I'm sorry.
like, I don't know. This fight just seems kind of like bad. I think it's better than the last one at least, but
Watch out!
Oh
this
my
is a
God.
tough one!
oh, you got the advantage. We all get to act twice though. We all get to act twice. Oh, your character with 120 speed.
Not today.
It's my
He's
turn.
dead before he even gets to act.
Very well.
Why? Now?
Take that! Now it's interesting.
Because I mean, it wouldn't be so bad them having all this AoE
This
shit
is nothing. Take that!
if you could
That was foolish.
actually
handle it.
spread
Leave it to
out
me.
before the
I
fight
shall go.
fucking
It's
begins.
my turn. Strength depleted. I'm sorry.
Take that!
I let my guard down.
Bro.
My turn.
Like, I just want to play the damn game.
Very well. Let's go. Go wild! Crazy hunt!
I don't know. What if we just, like, did a lot of damage?
Strike! There!
It's mine!
It's my turn. Roll. Healing strike! It's down! It's mine! Sorry, everyone. There! There!
Okay. Operation do a lot of damage. Shit ain't fucking working.
Break through! Sledgehammer!
I ain't beat yet.
And we're about to enter into Operation Spam his S-Break until we get the, like, comically small chance of a death blow. It's what, 5% resist? So 30%, oh god, that's not a lot.
Hey, you! For real? There! Let's go!
They can be petrified! Oh, that's okay. That's the
This isn't good.
gimmick. Alright.
Why? Now?
Do we have anything that petrifies? Actually, now that I think about it,
That was foolish.
I'll handle it. Leave it to me. I shall go. Yes.
we have to have an Earth spell that
I let my
petrifies at this point, right?
Strength depleted. I'm sorry.
As I mean, there must be a reason they have no petrify resistance. Oh fuck, I can't even go back to the city. Then we could buy a petrify quartz, if nothing else. Or in theory we could. Unfortunately, we actually can't. That sucks. But it's like there's clearly, this is what you're supposed to do is petrify them, but, you know. I'd have to redo the fucking fight again, because I can't go back to the city to buy a petrify quartz. And there's no healing machines. I mean, no, it doesn't make any sense, because they're in random fucking locations. There's no reason there couldn't be a healing machine right here, but I don't think we have any way to petrify. Other than Nightmare. Well, okay, we do have a petrify. Alright. Who gets it? Honestly, I think I kind of want to... No, we probably just give it to Reen. Could also maybe give you Gloom, just to like fully go down the RNG route. Sure, why not? It's a 15% chance. That's not very good. Maybe Kurt, actually. Kurt with Twilight? For Twit Blades? That's pretty spammable. In theory. And they do kind of line up. And I was like, I was thinking like we could do Arcane Gale for the double proc. The issue there is that I don't have any damn CP. The eternal issue in this frickin' game. Be right back. Alright, time to enter RNG hell. Now, I'm not gonna like make the argument that like this is the way it was designed to go.
It's my turn.
But the fact that they have a 50% resistance to petrify on like literally every other enemy in the entire game thus far. Like all the important fights, I've had like, you know, maybe a 5%, if not 0. Really makes you think.
Spirit Unification! Come up! Arcane Gale!
Okay.
Now! It's mine!
And we got one of them.
Not in my way! Not today! Damn it!
1 second.
Why?
Okay, well we still lost. Good. I need to
Not
get
today.
up anyway.
Very well.
Alright, we're back. What's going on? So we petrified one of them and we're dead. That seems to be the story. Okay, here's the play. You blade dance?
My turn.
You blade dance.
My turn.
I mean, there is that crit, and while it would be fun to blade dance for it, honestly, you know what? I'm a freak.
Let's go.
I'm a damn freak.
Very well.
And then we'll toilet blades for maximum damage. I can't even get a triple, can I? Nah. Oh yeah, so here's the play. You Evan Crest.
Let's go. Evan
Very well.
Crest.
Because we just want to basically have Reen go again and see if he can get another petrify.
There. Opening.
Wait.
Take that.
Is that a petrify? I can't tell if I just saw the one of... I mean, Kurt shouldn't be able to petrify.
My turn.
What? Did he nightmare and then the nightmare turned into petrify? Did it actually happen? The absolute unit? Okay, so your Earth Pulse.
It's my turn.
Is that allowed? Can you do that? Which one? Oh, and the one that's petrified is the one that goes next. Okay, I gotta reply to that in a second, but I can do this real quick. I think we can try and finish this.
Arcane Gale.
Come on. No petchies, no petties, no petties. So then you do this.
Thanks.
And then honestly, Come on.
My blade.
I mean, two of them can still fucking wreck us.
You.
No petties. Still no petties.
Not today.
Come on. Another petty. Nothing?
Let's go. Form up. Iron Will formation.
Yeah, I think you just try and res Yuna. You're not gonna get stunned, will you? Yeah, you're
Arcus, activate. Huh.
Thanks.
good. And Yuna back, and then they're instantly like, kill Yuna. Oh my god. You're at 99?
Thanks. That was foolish. Take that!
Oh my god.
Now it's interesting.
Green! Okay, we probably want to... We could break them. 'Cause it does hit. That's probably what we'll do. So we want to... I think we just want to get Kurt back. Then do this.
Thank you. Now,
That at least buys us a little time.
let's go.
Hopefully. I'm trying to think. Like, I don't know. I think I just want a Crimson Slash since it'll hit both.
Crimson Slash! It's down!
Any
mine.
petties? I saw an icon. Oh, just burn.
Not yet.
Just burn. Come on, man. I don't want that garbage.
This isn't good.
I mean, on one hand, I'm kind of annoyed that like the main, like, this seems like the premier way to beat this fight is to just RNG it. On the other hand, it is nice to have Petrify actually like be important for like once, because normally, it's one of those things where it's such a stupid strong status that you can't let anything be susceptible to it. I mean, you will get healed.
This is nothing.
A whack for the guaranteed crit.
There!
You put him to sleep.
Thank you. Thanks.
Why did that heal for nothing? Bro, that man's on a damn mission.
Very well. Let's go. Strike! Eight's down. An opening! Let's go. Form up! Iron Will formation!
Sleep works here, so we could. I mean, I think we can just slow roll it. I mean, there's only two and they're at half HP. So, like, as long as we don't completely throw, we should be able to recover.
Get back!
Like, we don't have to be, like, super aggressive when it comes to fishing for the Petrifies.
Not yet.
Don't kill me. You know how rude it would be to kill me?
Let's go.
Okay, you're not... Also, this one dude's, like, keeps throwing me off. Because I can never... Like, I'm like, oh, is he about to go? No, he's not. You're good. You're safe.
Strike! Sure.
I did that more just to get you in the AoE.
Thanks. Thanks.
Bro, stop healing. Okay, that's not healing.
Take that!
Don't give up.
Thanks. It's my turn. Crimson Slash!
You didn't kill that guy.
My turn. My turn.
The Blade Dance again.
Let's go.
And I think we just want to keep the Iron
Form
Will
up.
up.
Iron Will formation. Strike.
Kurt! No, you mother. At least you knocked us out of the AoE, so I'm not that mad, but... Fucking 40k heal. It's like, turn order heals are so dumb. I have no clue why they changed it. I mean, we had 5 games where turn order heals were only 10% in boss fights, which was, like, annoying, but it wasn't... I mean, this technically isn't, like, a boss fight, but any major fight, they were only 10% could show up. And it was like that forever, and it was fine. No one ever had an issue with it. And they're like, what if they could heal for 50% of their HP? Like, wouldn't that be neat? No, it would not.
It's my turn. Crimson Slash!
All right.
Like, just a nugget of a
Arcus
petty.
activate.
Thank you. Take that!
Here I go.
Form up! Iron Will
my turn.
formation! It's my turn!
AoEs are so awkward.
Thanks! Thanks! Take that!
Please stop.
Not today! Take that! My turn!
Okay, Reen can Arcane Gale again. We can give one shot at the Arcane Gale.
Form up! Iron Will formation!
Oh my
Sorry.
god!
Very well. Arcus, activate!
Thanks.
Like when your
Thanks.
fight is still dumb, when you kill half the
today,
people.
damn it.
I mean, I can't fucking recover.
Wait.
Everyone.
Now.
My turn.
Like they still do too much damn damage
Arcus, activate!
too fast.
I got this.
Because it's like I can't get a freaking chrono drive off, so my speed is just dog shit.
Thanks.
Yeah. Thanks.
Like at least they're hitting.
Not today. Very well.
Like I just need them to hit Ash. Like punch Ash in the face, please. Because all I ask is for Ash to get punched in the face multiple times.
My turn. Let's go. Strike. It's down.
And there was an AT delay.
All right.
Form up. Iron Will
my turn.
formation.
Because like I can't do anything. Because like I have to heal, but if I heal, then we die.
Arcus activate.
Thanks.
Oh my god.
Sure.
Now, here's dessert! That's what you get for being careless.
Take that.
Please
Not today.
stop.
Right. Now.
Just stop. I just want to frickin' be rezzed. It's all I want.
Spirit unification. Let's go. Form up. Iron Will formation. Crimson Slash. My turn.
I
Arcus,
just want to be
activate.
rezzed.
Thanks.
Take that.
And I just want you to stop one-shotting me through Iron
It's my
Will.
turn.
And you're not actually one-shotting me through Iron Will here, but like the sentiment still stands.
Form up. Iron Iron
Let's
Will
go.
formation! Roll! Healing strike! It's down!
It's mine. Let's go. My turn. It's
Oh
down.
god, they're about to heal, aren't they? I can't keep track of this shit. Are you kidding me?
There!
You didn't get enough to ult.
Sorry, everyone.
My turn.
Was there a stealth nerf on Regulus? Yuna, take a
My
damn
turn.
turn. You have so much
It's
speed.
my turn.
I'm so tilted today.
Arcus activate.
Thanks. Let's go.
Probably be like one of the last. I probably won't record anymore after this. It has just been like a day of suffering
Very well.
with these two fights back to back.
Form up! Iron
Very
Will
well.
formation!
It's down.
And we actually should have
opening.
raging fired, but oh, now you
Thank you.
petrify.
Thanks.
Oh, now you petrify.
Let's go.
Yeah. Now you petrify, Rain. At least you petrify the one with high HP.
It's down.
An opening! Pity.
I got this. Let's go.
Now we got to play the RNG game of like, will they break?
Crimson Slash!
Here I go. There, wide open.
It's mine!
Let's
Please.
go.
Yeah! Why
Thank you.
I'm up!
My turn.
I'm up! Now!
It's mine.
All right.
Sir,
It's my
give
turn.
in.
Very well.
Give in.
I'm up!
You are no longer alive, sir. Thank you. I don't know. I mean, it's not
Let's
that
keep
bad. I get why their speed and damage is so fucking high because of the petrify stuff. But I don't know. It's not. I mean, it's kind of fun, just being different. But the fact that like even after having two of them killed instantly, the fight was still absolute hell. That's not a good sign. Because it's just like you can't heal. Like you need the speed buffs, or else they get infinite turns. But like you can't go for the speed buffs because you need to heal, and you can't heal because if you go for the heal, you're not fast enough.
All right. Got it.
Yeah, I did it.
I must train even more. Nice.
Stats updated. I grew a little.
And we're so focused on the Ashen Chevalier, we took the students too lightly. Should have accounted for that. These are Jaegers, huh? They're pretty tough. They keep coming, just keep kicking their asses. They're capable fighters. You'll see some high-rank core. But which one? Instructor! 2 o'clock! Get back! There's a lot of new enemies. Seems the shoe's on the other foot. I was wondering why you had rendezvous, but I never would expect you were being held up by the Ashen Chevalier. I think we've run into you so far from home. I'll ask you again, who are you and how do you know me? Your armaments, your uniforms, I can't say I've seen them before. You don't deserve any answers. You won't die of Ashen Chevalier, but we're not letting you go unharmed. Ah, OBS! Friggin' ran out of hard drive space. I mean, it's just like the world is conspiring to tilt me today. We're like an hour into the video too, and now it's gotta be 2 freaking parts. You gotta edit them, splice them together, and we didn't come all this way except you spoil things after all. All units, prepare to withdraw. I'll cut you an escape route. But, hell no, not about the OU one.
That's as far as you go.
Oh, there's UC. Yes, that's your new nickname.
Yeah.
He's on a fucking horse.
He's quick!
Uses.
Okay, I was like, if it's just Usus, that seems... I was like about to be tilted again, but okay, if it's Milliam as well...
Another puppet?
Wait, isn't that...
Milliam.
Seems my bad feeling was correct.
1, 2, 3. It's gonna be hard to catch them all.
You have the advantage in numbers, but we've already broken your formation.
I mean, they seem like they're in formation pretty much to me. I mean, I guess some of those guys are like tuckered out, but for the most part, their formation's actually still intact.
Are you sure you want to continue this?
Stand down.
We've lost enough men for one day.
D4, S5.
Flash grenade! Everyone down!
That's a strong-ass flash grenade.
No!
So working bright daylight
Get
like
back
that?
here, you bastards!
Oh. I appreciate the attempt.
Ashen Chevalier, students of Thor's.
You've bested us once. It will not happen again.
Really? I don't know if I believe that.
We lost them.
Like, oh, that's how the Cold Steel series ends. Reen dies to some fucking Jaegers. GG. I don't think that's how it's gonna play out, personally. I mean, I'm not like a clairvoyant or nothing.
Damn it!
Flash grenades? I wasn't expecting that.
Well, at the very least, despite being Omega tier tilted, we've gotten some suffering back. Like, things have been smooth sailing for too damn long. Alright? Like, I got to lose my mind a little bit. And the Jaeger fight, I mean, it's annoying, but, like, it's not that bad. I mean, it was kind of still a little fun. The giant enemy crab, or whatever that thing was supposed to be, it wasn't really a crab, but, I mean, it's kind of like a crab, but, like, not like a crab. It's like a adult crab. Like, that fight fucking blows ass. The Jaeger fight, it's annoying, but it's not that bad.
If only we could have reacted more quickly.
Now, if I didn't have Petrify, it would be kind of ass. Like, the fact that you can't get Petrify before the fight, like, if we didn't have that Petrify quartz already, then the fight seems, I mean, it just seems like absolute hell.
They outfoxed us. We weren't good enough. Yes, we were. We all came out of the situation unharmed.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with Reen here.
Let's learn from this mistake.
And it wasn't even really like a mistake. Like, we were just supposed to investigate. We weren't like, you know, I don't think we were expected to take out the whole damn core.
Right.
Very well.
I won't repeat this error.
Whatever. I see you're putting all that positivity to good use, Reen.
And plus, like, oh, they had Reen surrounded. Oh, it's not like he can summon a giant mech and fly away at any time if he wants to. Oh, wait.
It's like you were born to be an instructor.
It's kind of got a kind of vibe music. It's really quiet. I don't know, some of the tracks in this game are just like way quieter than the others. I mean, a lot of it's just like, I guess, like combat music is louder as well, but kind of vibing.
It's good to see you, Eustace. Hello again, Milliam. Was it just last month I saw you?
It's been 2 months.
But hold on. Weren't you supposed to arrive tonight?
Our airship was ready earlier than we'd anticipated. And as a result, we just
it's
landed
going
at Bordis
off.
Airport minutes ago.
Oh, it's actually super good.
But as soon as we did, we heard from Patrick and came after you. It was a total coincidence, but it really seemed like we had it all planned out, huh? You discerned our whereabouts so quickly.
It's almost comforting how little you two have changed. But come on, galloping to our rescue atop a white stallion? Even you have to admit that's a little much.
Such an entrance comes naturally to me, I suppose.
You and me both, Eustace.
Do we get to race back? Come on, let us race.
So this guy is Governor General Rufus's...
His younger brother, yes.
The cooler
The
Alvaria.
half-stack's one of Little Bunny's relatives, too.
She isn't exactly your relative.
Forgive us, we haven't yet introduced ourselves.
I'm Milliam. Milliam Orion. Nice to meet ya.
And I'm Eustace Alberea, second son of Duke Alberea.
And he will be replacing one of you guys, 100%.
It's
I
a
guess
pleasure to meet you.
We won't get him until they're
My
all
Class
gone
7
anyway,
successors.
but, I mean, I can't wait to use Eustace again. It doesn't even, he could be nerfed into the ground like Elliot. Oh man, I'm excited. I hope he at least keeps his self buff. Like, he can get rid of Platinum Shield. I mean, I don't think I never used Platinum Shield a single time because it's, you know, I've got that weird anti-craft guard thing but going on. Let me make sure I've got this straight. I need to end this video too, because I think we're at like, I don't know what time we're at. I think we're well over an hour. We have House Cayenne to the west, House Alberea to the east, House Ragnar is to the north, and House Hiram is to the south, and they make up the 4 great houses. Yeah, you can consider them the leaders of the nobility. And we have 2 out of 4 right here. I'm the 3rd son, so I'm really only here to observe. Eustace is the actual representative for House Alberea. Temporarily. Duke Cayenne is in prison, while Marcus Ragnar declined to participate. The situation is more or less the same as last year. It's too bad. I understand why it is what it is, but it's still concerning, is it? What about it? Well, on one hand, nobility bad, on the other hand, Osborne really bad. You don't say it, I will. Era of the nobility being in power is over. What? You didn't hold back one bit. It pains me to hear it, but that makes it true nonetheless. Now we'll just be regular rich people. The thought of it, makes one sweat. I'm sure you felt it in Sutherland, but Lemaire and Croydon are getting more and more influenced by the government as well. I imagine it intends to do away with the current tax system entirely through the 8 Metropolis plan. I believe the Empire does need to change, but moving forward with social reform too quickly will only result in confusion and unnecessary conflict. There have reportedly been instances of ruling wards relinquishing their land only for that land to be bought up by companies and the common people living there forced out. I think I heard something similar. Structure in the government is a rational move from their perspective, but and now instead of getting fucked by the nobility, you can get fucked by companies. Let's go! True progress. This isn't the way to go about it. I agree with you. Hard to go against the word of the Blood and Iron Chancellor. Yeah, dude, you just punch him in the face. Fight him on top of the skyscraper while he's in a mech. That's what another hero would do when faced with the dictator. I mean, not naming names or nothing. Green. What was that? Our strategy to counter this rapid change will be one of the main focuses of the Imperial Provincial Council. That is our duty as nobility. You needn't be forced to focus on anything but your own duties. Eustace, you have yourself a deal. I'll be reading for you. Leave everything to me. Hope your own exercise is also rewarded in time. So do I. It's vital that we continue if there are Jaeger corps roaming the area. We've already contacted both the Brigadier General and the RMP. Only could figure out who they are. They don't belong to either ones that appeared in Sutherland, right? No, judging by their uniform. It appeared it didn't match with anyone registered in the database. You should already have a pretty good grasp on all the corps on the western side of the continent. I mean, are they supposed to be Ouroboros' Jaegers? They haven't really talked about Ouroboros' Jaegers in a long time, but they weren't purple. They were always red. Now, purple does make more sense because Ouroboros' emblem is purple. So, I mean, maybe they just, like, rebranded? What if it is an existing corps of some other group in disguise? That's always possible. And plus, I would think they would know about the Ouroboros. Like, I feel like they would have a file on them. Wait, how to wager a guess they would be that, or I mean, I don't know. That line about like we owe the Ashen Chevalier is kind of odd. I'm like, I don't know if it's supposed to be like the remnants of the. I mean, I feel like the Northern Jaegers would have a bone to pick with him, and it's not really clear if the Northern Jaegers still exist. It seems like they don't, so it could just be this is like remnants of them, like reorganized. They said something about their enemy, the Dragon's Formation, whatever that means. I'm surprised you heard them. Interesting. So these purple Jaegers have an enemy. Judging by the use of formation, they're patrolling in hopes of executing a surprise attack on them. So dragon, that's probably is that Nidhogg, I guess? That's probably Nidhogg. They mentioned them earlier, so we know they're in the area. That sound enough for me. Who are these dragons? It does ring a bell. Feels I remember as part of the information we've already gathered. I have to wonder where these purple Jaegers intend to go. We saw them heading towards the eastern hillside. Towards the field exercise camp? No, it wasn't quite there. I mean, there's nothing in that direction. Even if you go along the river, you just hit the canyon. What was their destination? The Jaegers are already in position within the canyon, and the Jaegers can go and launch a surprise attack. I can see that. Instructor, we're going to Raquel this afternoon, right? It's in that area we passed just this morning on the train. That area is called Languedoc Canyon. We're passing through anyway, so we may as well look into this. I made it pretty well myself. It's like your own personal playground, you naughty, naughty boy. Easy, easy. Glad to have you around. And I'll leave everything related to Raquel and the Jaegers to you. We'll make our way there as soon as we contact the camp. Oh, maybe I can go too. It's about time for the Millie, Tilly, Lammy, Sammy reunion special. No. Once again, his name should be Sammy. Both instructors and students were treated to a modest lunch of tea and sandwiches. Modest lunch? You see, what the hell, man? Upon finishing, they said their goodbyes to Eustace and Patrick. Modest lunch? Sheesh, I was thinking this last time we passed through. But nobles are rich. They're really rich. Having that much money must rot your brain. Yeah, I mean... That's all I learned from Azure. Don't be too rich or else you'll get manipulated and you're a big idiot. I don't know. The joke it made more sense in my head. I imagine maintenance of a manor this size must cost a small fortune. Oh, it is the castle of the most prosperous noble family in the Empire. I've heard the Albrea home is pretty sizable as well, Lord Eustace. Well, as you might imagine, it can hardly be compared to this one. I don't know, I'd say it's apples to apples. William's right, I remember my jaw dropping when I first saw your place.
Hold on. Who are these people?
Do we know that voice? I mean, is that maybe the other Cayenne, the Marquis guy? Ballad?
Ah, my lord. I see you've returned.
I assume that's him. He's got the same little like fur feather coat thing.
Are these friends of yours, Patrick? The conference is only a day away, so hold on. Aren't you...
Eustace Alberea, Duke Alberea's second son. I do believe we've met before, in the capital.
Oh, well, you've certainly shot up like a beanstalk since then. I hardly recognize you. Oh, it's a shame about your father. But Rufus has been making quite a name for himself. With Kreutzen in your capable hands, I have no doubt that the Alberea name will be well on its way back to greatness.
Uh-huh.
Though still nowhere near the level of House Cayenne.
What? What's this guy's problem? It seems the rumors were true. Oh, your face is a familiar one too. That's right, you were in that medal ceremony in the capital. You're the Ashen Chevalier! Now I'm an instructor at a military academy. Ranged Warriors for service. These are my students in Thor's Branch campus. Now where have I heard of you? Ah yes, weren't you foisted onto Wallace? Anyway, I am Wilhelm Ballard, interim overseer of Lemaire. Or perhaps that interim disclaimer will be gone in the next couple of days. Now, Reen, I've heard the princess is quite taken with you. If you want, I suppose I could take you under my wing to improve your chances. Just get your head all nice and shiny like mine, and she'll be swooning in no time. A lower noble like you must hardly know how to comport himself among the aristocrats. Or I can't say the word. I can't spit it out, man. I'm alright. Aristocracy. What the hell is that creepy old jerk's problem? Rudeness to start with. Marcus Ballard, we heard his name in Ordis. He's the uncle of the now arrested Duke Kyan and next in line to be granted that very title. Huh? No way, he's gonna be the most powerful noble in Erebonia? It does seem as though he's the leading candidate. Duke Kyan sired no heirs before his arrest after all. My controller? The buttons? They do nothing? More conspiring against me. Video's an hour long, they see me into a 30-minute cutscene. Oh boy, the future of the port city is looking bright. Based on what he said, it sounds like one of the topics of the council will be nominating the next Duke Kyan. Not officially, but yes, that doesn't necessarily guarantee that Ballard was to precede the previous Duke. But it's essential that we choose a successor. It's that shameful excuse for a noble to be elected who has truly used the government solely for his personal gain. Never support such a candidate. Eustace, Patrick, I wish you both the best luck at the council. I'll be rooting for you. Haha, thank you. Likewise, good luck with your missions. And Milliam, try to stay out of trouble. Nope! Is the Millster actually getting to come with us, or...? That one girl, Count Egret's granddaughter. Oh, her? Her name is Muse. I believe she used to attend the girls' school in the capital. Why do you ask? Don't tell me you're smitten. Count Egret was the advisor of the previous Duke Kyan. However, when the now arrested Duke came into power, he pushed Count Egret into retirement. So, Reen, you off to Raquel? Yeah, after we stop at the field exercise camp. You said you're gonna do some intelligence division work around the mansion, right? I was under the impression that you'd come with us. Nope, not till tomorrow. I thought about it, but figured you guys can handle the Jaegers on your own. I'm gonna keep looking for info around the port city. Info about the society and lunch. Mostly lunch. Really? Did you find proof of their presence here? Nothing concrete yet, but something was bothering me. In the intelligence division too, they're getting real tired of always being a step behind the society. They couldn't rubber-stamp my request to investigate this place fast enough. Damn, between her and the redhead, the intelligence division sounds like a circus. Milliam and Major Arundel are likely the exception, not the rule. If that's your plan, Milliam, then be careful. We'll keep each other posted if we learn anything new, right? You bet your sweet bippity we will. Looking forward to what you learn in the canyon. Anyway, I'm off. See you later, newbies. Newbies? Well, I guess she is technically our upperclassman. It's nice to have one who's so cute. She's still only 15, it's true. But she's been through a lot and she knows what she's doing. We can rely on her. Looks like Allie doesn't buy it. I mean, technically she's not even 15. She's like 5. I mean, there's not much of a family resemblance, but aren't you two sisters? Formally speaking. So I can't deny her combat experience. I imagine she'll be able to handle herself. We should focus on the task at hand. My thoughts exactly. Alright, back to camp, then on to Raquel. Alright, well, since my controller's dead and we're way over time, let's end the video. I don't know, I might record one more today, now that we're out of combat. And I mean, that's like the pacing goes. I'm like, I was excited for combat. We did some combat. I'm like, nope, fuck this. I don't want to do any more combat. And then we're going to do talking to NPCs. And then we're like, I'm tired of this. I want to go back to combat. And then combat's going to tilt me. And I'm like, I want to talk to NPCs again. That's the ebb and flow. I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part. And bye, guys.